Good morning, coaches. Jorge with FCA Soccer. Hope you're having a great day. First of all, I just want to thank you for your partnership with our mission to leverage the platform of sports and the influence of mentor coaches like you to expose and equip youth with the love and grace of Jesus. That excites me of the growth that we're experiencing. And it's not because we are so good at FCA, but because of the key partnerships between FCA, local community, local churches, local businesses. So first of all, let me thank you for taking the time to invest in the lives of these children. I know that as you volunteer, it is a sacrifice and it's an investment of your time. So I want to thank you for that. And I just want to go over a few things. It's going to take me a few minutes, but please, this is going to help us have more clarity for the games and the practices. So just bear with me as I go through a few points that I got feedback from you guys to make this weekend better. So first, I just want to remind you for parking, as we go back to Providence Christian Academy, there's some parking space that is available for us, and I'm going to be able to show that to you on our website pretty quick. So hopefully you can see this. I'm going to do the best to do it through my computer. But as you see, this is the field that we use. As you see the mouse right there, that's the field we use, and this is the turf field. For right now, we're going to use the grass fields. As you know, this space right here where it shows this little three, let me see if I can make it closer. These little three houses here, they're not there anymore. That's the space right here as you come in here. That's for coaches only of our program for FCA, because we bring equipment that we have to put there. So if it's just for you as you come in, we will make sure you get in there. But again, that's no for players, no families. Also, right here, this kind of brown spots, that's parking lot as well. So basically, whoever comes first, they can park there. Or the main parking lot we have is behind the middle school, and that's this space right here where you see my pointer right here. People can come in here, park there, and it's a short walk to the field. We want to make sure that nobody's parking on the street. That's going to be a big issue for us with the school. We cannot have nobody park on the street. So we want to make sure, as you're a coach and you see that, might not be your team, might be somebody else, just remind them, help them find the right places. So again, they can park right here outside as their space is available, or right here behind the middle school on this area. If that's even packed, as you see, there's more space here. Sorry, make sure I can show it the right way. So anyway, in regards to parking, make sure, again, that's where we're going to park for the parents and players. And again, that's going to help us just with safety of the players. And again, we're grateful for Providence Christian Academy, and we want to respect their directions for parking. A few other things for field setup. As you were there last weekend, we divide the grass field into 4 fields. I'm going to try to show you here again, and we're going to go by what you guys just went last weekend. That sadly I couldn't be there, but as you see here, here's the soccer field, the grass field, here's the baseball field. There's going to be 4 fields, 1, 2, 3, and 4. So again, it's going to be 1, 2, 3, and 4, and they're going to be clearly designated over the weekend. We're going to put some yard signs with numbers, but so that you know those are the fields. I know that's going to help us transition as your players are aware of where they're training. Next thing, sorry about that. Next thing, in regards to field setup, we just need to make sure that the parents, as they come to support their children, which by the way is one of the wins of our program, is parent engagement. We want to see the parents there. We love that. But the parents have to be alongside the field. We don't want the parents by the bench right in the middle of the field. That's for coaches and players only. So please, if you see a dad, a parent, even if it's not from your team, just please remind them that the parents have to be alongside the field supporting their players. But again, that's going to help us for us to be able to do a better job with our players, as we don't want parents just kind of screaming to the kids, giving different directions. Again, I love parents being involved if they do so in the right way. The other thing, we want our teams to get to the fields with 20 minutes before their game. So if they play at 9 a.m., they have to be there at 8:40. They play at 8, 7:40. That's going to help us first to get an appropriate warm-up for the team, but also to get your team together, go over, review the live lesson, and just get them ready for the game. So please plan accordingly with the parents. You must communicate that if the game is at 8, just say, hey guys, you need to be there at 7:40. Transitions. We have added more time to allow smoother transition between games, specifically for the coaches that coach more than one team. So instead of going right from one to one, we're going to add time so that you can transition. And more importantly, the extra time is so at the end of every game, as you saw already, we bring both teams. We kind of review the life lesson. We talk about the Bible story, and we encourage them to pursue that life lesson that God is teaching them. So that's going to happen this weekend. Games, again, we need to make sure we start on time. If we do not start on time, because I know things happen, one of the challenges with the communities we serve is that sometimes there's no transportation, they get there late. Again, we want to help them understand the value of being on time and help them to do the effort to get there on time. But again, if it doesn't happen, please get this. We won't move the times over. We will stay on time. If they play at 8 and they didn't start the game until 8:10, they will lose playing time. And make sure that the time that they lose is not going to be from the life lesson recap at the end. They will lose soccer time because, again, we need to prioritize what we need to prioritize. In regards to refereeing, again, we still need your help in helping us through your local church, neighbors, friends. We would like to raise more volunteers to come and serve, helping ref the games. Again, most people kind of feel a little bit like, well, I'm not a referee. Again, it's a recreational league. We need somebody that has some basic knowledge of soccer just to call the simple, corner kick, goal kick, out of bounds call. So again, with the U8s though, in the U8s we don't use referees. In the U8 we have 8, 7, 6 years old. If you are coaching the U8, both coaches from both teams will make the calls of refereeing. So if you're with a coach and you're on the right side of the field, you will call the calls on that side of your field. If you're on the other side, you will make the calls for that side of the field. At the end of the halves, when you switch fields, you will do the same, so you get to make calls for both teams at the same time. If you're in the U10 and U14, ideally we'll provide a referee. Again, we need to raise those volunteers. We have some, but we don't have enough right now. So if you're with a team, you have 2 coaches in your team or more, one of you, if there's no referee, will need to step in and help making those calls. If both teams have more than 2 coaches, then one team can ref the one half, and then on the second half, the other team can provide the ref. Again, it helps us manage the game to have a ref that understands to make those basic calls, specifically with the U4 teams. But again, at the end of the day, we want these kids to have fun, and we just need somebody to be there to ref the game. Worst case scenario, there's no referee. There's only one coach in each team. Same thing, you can tell coach, hey coach, I'll make the calls on this side, you make the calls on that side. We just need to make sure that we're loud and the kids can hear when we make a call. Again, for the warm-up, we want the players to get there 20 minutes before to warm up. If they say they got there, but hey, I'm coaching that team, so I'm still coaching, I cannot go warm them up. We understand that. We're going to try to help out with that, but at the same time, we need to develop a leader on our team, a captain, and just teach them, hey, while I'm there, if I'm still coaching, hey, I need you to get the team together and get them ready. Again, it's another opportunity to develop leadership with these kids. Trash. There's no trash at any moment. We're grateful for the fields that Providence allowing us to use, donating their fields for our mission. We cannot see trash. We need to teach our players about picking up their own trash, and even if they see trash is not there, so we need to keep that place clean. The responsibility is for each coach to ensure their field where they just play is completely clean, even as they're leaving the parking lot, everything. We found trash on the parking lots, and that really makes me sad. But again, it's life, and we want to come alongside those kids and allow them to understand why we don't do that. And we don't do that because we're stewards of the opportunities God is giving us. So again, the responsibility falls on you as a coach to share that with your players and the parents, that there's no trash. Sadly, if there's going to continue to be a lot of trash in the fields, we will cancel the games because that's not what we represent. We're not perfect, but we want to be intentional in teaching these kids that that's not allowable. And again, we have trash cans on the field, so just make sure we teach them to use them. Managing the kids before and after games. If you finish the game and let's say you brought kids, you drove them to a community, but you have to coach another game, I love your commitment to serve. I'm grateful for you. We just need to make sure that the kids, the parents are responsible for them. We don't need kids running around the baseball fields or on the street. We just need to teach them, hey, you're staying extra, so hey, I'm going to use you, hey, help me coach. Or it's just an opportunity for you to stay connected with the kids and even to get to know them better and their families as well. Lastly, communication. My contact information is J as Jack, Vallejo, V as Victor, ALLEJO at fca.org. My cell phone number is 423-580-8557. Anything, feedback, please let me know. I'll learn from you. We want to continue to be excellent. Not perfect, we cannot be perfect, but we want to serve with excellence, and we want to improve, make things better every weekend. So make sure to let me know. But at the end of the day, communication, you as a coach, you need to be responsible communicating with the players about practice times, about game times, about being there on time, about transportation, making sure they get the transportation to get there, which I know is a reality, it's an issue in our communities. But you are responsible as the coach of the team to communicate that with them. Practice times, games, trash, all communications go by you. I also encourage you to maybe recruit a parent, or if not, maybe one of the coaches, if you have more than two, to be the team manager, that person that will communicate with the parents. So anyway, those are some of the feedbacks that we go over the weekend. Again, we're grateful for you. I'm grateful for what God's doing in and through us, and through soccer, and through the influence of mentor coaches like you, make an influence in the lives of these children. So again, lastly, as I finish, I almost forgot, I'm going to try to show you, here's our website. All this information is going to be online. Hopefully it's showing it the right way. But if you go to fcasoccer.org/LSA, it will take you to our website, and that's where the game schedule is going to be. So make sure you check it out there. Your team, as you see, the teams are organized by three kinds: Barca, Bayern, and Chelsea. If you have a team in your community, like you're in the U8, and in your community you have three teams, the first team will be Barca, the second Chelsea, the second Bayern, and the third one Chelsea. If you only have one team in an age group, it will be called Barca. If you have two, it'll be Barca and Bayern. If you have three, it'll be Barca, Bayern, and Chelsea. So again, just some more information. And lastly, another social media we use to keep information on schedules and just updates is FCA Soccer Atlanta. If you go to Facebook and just right here on search, type FCA Soccer ATL, it'll take you to our page. Just make sure to like it and just follow us there. We put updates on practices, coaches, different information that you could use. So anyway, I know that's a lot of information, but better than an email. I thought it was just a quick video. So again, I'm grateful for you. Thank you for all you do, and we'll see you this Saturday, Providence Christian Academy. God bless you. Bye.